What's up, zoners? Today we are going to be going over live mock draft trends from the last 7 days. That means the top 5 players that are going up in mock drafts and the top 5 players that are going down in mock drafts. I'm going to be giving you reasons why these changes are happening and if there's anything that we can do to take advantage of these changes. So stick around, have some fun, man. I've got all my notes typed out. I'll be sharing that with you right now. All right, first up, Dell. He's up 5.4% from last week. He's going as wide receiver number 30, and he is going in the 7th round right now. He was wide receiver 13 last year before he broke his leg. He broke out, then he broke his leg, dude. A lot of breaking going on last season. And then what happened again, dude, in the offseason? He got shot in the leg last April. So what the hell's going on around here with his legs, dude? And that's the last thing on people's minds. They're thinking broken legs, getting shot. Well, he showed up to OTAs 3 weeks after he got shot. And hey, now footage is coming out this week of him looking explosive. I thought his leg would explode through his skin, but man, he's looking explosive. So 20.5% target rate last season, 5 touchdowns in the final 4 games played before he broke that leg last year. Nico Collins and Stephon Diggs going in the 4th round. Out of those 3 wide receivers, I would rather have Nico Collins in the 4th. All right, next up, Ezekiel Elliot plus 5.1% from last week. Running back 37 right now. That's where he's going. Dude, there are 32 teams in the NFL. This guy's starting on one of them, and he's going as running back 37, okay? So things will be catching up with this guy pretty soon. He's going in the 11th round. You can get a starting running back in the NFL in the 11th round. That's where we are right now, people. He signed with Dallas. That is what changed. You look at his fantasy points projected, it's like 170, and everybody around him is like 120. So he is an outlier right now. 45th in missed tackles per attempt last season. So that's not great. But he did average over 5 receptions per game once Ramondre went down injured in week 13. I mean, he had like games with 9 receptions, 10 receptions, shit like that, dude. And then here we go. New England, 10th in run block win rate. Dallas was 4th in run block win rate. So he goes to a better situation, a way higher scoring team, man. There are a lot of opportunities for fantasy points. Dude, he's going to get double-digit touchdowns. So right now, he's a steal, dude. He's a must draft right now for me. You have to get Ezekiel Elliott early. If you're in best ball right now, pick up Ezekiel Elliott while he's still ranked super fucking low, dude. Because that ain't happening for very long. Next up, man, one of our biggest busts maybe from this upcoming season, Justin Herbert. He's on the rise, dude. Plus 5.1% from last week. Going as quarterback number 14 right now. He is going in the 11th round, man. So you could wait a long time if you want Justin Herbert. It is kind of weird when you're doing your mock drafts and you see Justin Herbert's name still on there and the names that are surrounding him. But we have to remember, dude, a whole nother system coming in here. Colin Kaepernick with Jim Harbaugh, man. The highest finish he had was quarterback 9 in 2013. So Justin Herbert going as quarterback 14. Colin Kaepernick, highest finish was quarterback number 9. Let's remember that. And Justin Herbert, dude, lost Keenan Allen, lost Mike Williams, lost Gerald Everett and Austin Eckler. Holy shit, man. This guy's wide receiver core is DJ Shark, Ladd McConkey, a rookie. Got Joshua Palmer. He's pretty good as a wide receiver number 2, probably. And that is what he's working with. So he's going to be in a system that does not throw the ball, and his weapons are downgraded tremendously from last season. Greg Roman coming through, man. He is the offensive coordinator here. Lamar Jackson is the success story with Greg Roman, but we have to hope that Justin Herbert gets his wheels on, man, because Lamar Jackson ran the hell out of the ball when this was going on. He was quarterback 9, quarterback 7, and quarterback 10. And then guess what, dude? The first season with Greg Roman, the first season Lamar Jackson had with Greg Roman, he was fantasy quarterback number 1 and MVP of the year in real life football. So Justin Herbert right now, dude, I don't know why he's on the rise. Is kind of confusing me right now. Next up, I was all about this guy. If you've been watching this show for a minute, I really like drafting Christian Kirk. I think in the 9th round, that's where he's going right now. Plus 4.4% over the last week. He's going as wide receiver 38, dude. Wide receiver 38. And he is top of the depth chart for a Trevor Lawrence team. He's going in the 9th round, okay? Calvin Ridley gone, man. Calvin Ridley was 17th in targets with 136. 136 targets gone? Like I said, he's the number 1 on the depth chart, but they did get Brian Robinson Jr. in the 3rd round. He's a physical freak, supposed to be awesome, but he's got no rapport. He's got no rapport with Trevor Lawrence. Dude, Christian Kirk from the day he walked in had an amazing rapport with Trevor Lawrence. PFF, and this is the reason why Christian Kirk is bouncing up this up the drafts right now. PFF named Christian Kirk a top bounce back candidate in a recent article. I did not read that article because I cannot afford PFF. Please subscribe to this show. Please, God. I will subscribe. Anyways, finished as wide receiver 12 in the first year with Trevor Lawrence. So we're looking at, dude, like he could be literally a wide receiver number 1 for your 12-man team. That kind of upside. He's going in the 9th round, man. Draft Christian Kirk right now in best ball. Draft him at all costs, but I see him going up, and up until the real draft in August. Next up, man, I was all about this dude. Reddit's all about this dude. I just saw an article released today on how this guy's going to be eaten in this offense. Zach Moss plus 4.3%, man. He's going as running back 33 right now. I mean, come on, dude. He's on the Bengals. They have Chase Brown and Zach Moss. He should be going higher than running back 33. He's going in the 9th round. The Bengals, this is the reason, man, they're releasing highlight videos of him and Burrow this week. Just Google it. It's like, hey, man, all these highlight videos of Zach Moss and Joe Burrow coming out this week. Oh, my God, did you see it? So that is the reason why he's bouncing back up. He was 15th in forced missed tackles per attempt last year. Forced missed tackles is the stickiest stat to correlate to running back success, fantasy football-wise. We learned that this year, like a month ago, man. I shared that with you, so let's remember that. Running back 4. He was running back 4, okay, overall. Weeks 2 through 5, while he was the starter for the Colts, given the Colts did have a great offensive line. They were 11th in run block win rate. Dude, the Bengals are 9th. So if Joe Burrow stays healthy, Zach Moss will be a huge steal, and he's going to be like, dude, a good running back 2 for you and a 0 running back target. We did not talk about him, but he was on our honorable mentions. All right, now let's look into the top 5 players that are moving down mock drafts right now. And number 1 on this list, dude, is Caleb Williams, negative 6.3%, going as quarterback 13 right now in the 10th round. I have him ranked as my quarterback 10, dude. He's still my quarterback 10. I don't give a shit if he throws a lot of interceptions at practice, man, at practice. So if you Google his name right now, all it is about is Caleb Williams and that terrible practice that he had this last week. And it's reflecting right now, dude, in fantasy football mock drafts. Do not take this shit seriously, man. Practice is for experimentation and all kinds of weird shit, just like college, man, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, man, PFF's highest grade when not facing pressure and averaged 44 rushing yards per game last year in college. So given a clean pocket, he's amazing, and he does run the ball more than you think, kind of like in Patrick Mahomes. That should make his floor a little bit higher. He had 27 rushing touchdowns in 2.5 years as a starter, dude. So it's not like they got DeAndre Swift. Yeah, dude, how many touchdowns did DeAndre Swift have last year? Go fuck that guy. He will have rushing touchdowns this year as well, so his floor will be higher than what you think. And let's look at some of the top quarterbacks in their rookie years fantasy-wise. Andrew Luck, dude, finished as quarterback 9 his rookie year in 2012. Justin Herbert finished as quarterback 9 his rookie year in 2020. I have Caleb Williams as a top 10 fantasy quarterback this year, and I am fully confident he will finish that way as well. All right, guys, next up, people are super excited for this dude. Xavier Worthy, the fastest man in the history of the NFL, negative 4.1%, man. He's dropping. He's going as wide receiver 47 right now. He's going in the 10th round. I usually draft him when I can in my fantasy mock drafts. He is sitting out some OTAs with a hamstring injury. That is why he is falling. So hamstring injury, he's not playing. People do not like hamstrings in wide receivers, man. I don't like him. I wish all of my wide receivers had 0 hamstrings. Get them removed, man. Get them removed. I don't want them. But let's look at the positive, dude. The Chiefs traded up to pick 28 to get him. They traded up to get him in the first round, man. Deshaun Jackson comp, and he gets Andy Reid. Deshaun Jackson finishes wide receiver 21 his rookie year in 2008, and he didn't have Patrick Mahomes from the goddamn ball, dude. So I'm looking at a floor of wide receiver 21 for Xavier Worthy, as long as he's not plucking that hamstring all year. And then, hey, dude, Rashee Rice is hitting and running all over the place, dude. His blood alcohol level's the same as his fantasy points per route run. Next up, man, my Vikings got this guy. I wanted Penix, but whatever. J.J. McCarthy is down 3.0% this week. Quarterback 22 is where he's going, man, and he's not even a starter. So he's going as quarterback 22. There's 32 starting quarterbacks in the NFL. He's going in the 14th round. Stories coming out this last week about Sam Darnold's comfort in Kevin O'Connell's offense. So apparently he already knows all this shit, dude. He's coming from the Shanahan system anyways, man. which is a tree, McVay, and that's where Kevin O'Connell came from. And JJ is third on the depth chart right now, man. So he is not even number 2. So looking at all this, it is being reflected in where he's being drafted via fantasy, man. And we should be excited about anybody, maybe even Sam Darnold, dude. Nick Mullins came from San Francisco. Well, Sam Darnold did too, man. Nick Mullins scored 19 plus fantasy points in 3 of his 4 starts to end the year last year. And Sam Darnold's going as quarterback 35 right now. So Sam Darnold, dude, is actually a huge value in a 2-quarterback league. Holy shit, give me Sam Darnold. Next up, Tua Tagovailoa. Had him a couple years ago when he was getting all concussed. Took that Tua Jitsu, did not get concussed last year. Huge bonus for him, but he's still falling in drafts, man. Negative 2.6%. He's going as quarterback 17 right now. I think he was a top 12 last year, but he's going late, man. He's going in the 12th round. Last time we saw Tua, this is my main thought why he's going down. We saw him throw for 199 yards with a touchdown and interception versus the Chiefs in that wild card round. All that was garbage time, man. That fool could not move the ball for 3 quarters. So in our minds, we just think of Tua being terrible right now. I think that's what's going on. But at the same time, dude, he was like quarterback 5 from weeks 1 to week 8. From week 9 on, he was quarterback 20 last year. So Tyreek Hill got injured, the weather got bad, and Tua started to suck. And that is when we win championships, dude. So Tua was not winning anybody championships. He's dealing with the contract situation right now. That's not positive. He did lead the NFL in passing yards last year, and he still has Hill and Waddle. I think that Tua is probably going where he should right now in fantasy drafts. All right, everybody. The last person we're going to be talking about today, Rome Odunze, negative 2.1%. He's going as wide receiver 43 right now, man. Wide receiver 43, and he was the number 3 rookie wide receiver drafted. That never happens, but he had to go to a place with DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, so that's what happens, dude. Going in the 10th round. And so this is why he has been dropping this week. He's been missing OTAs with a hamstring injury. So I just talked about Xavier Worthy hamstring injury, Rome Odunze hamstring injury, and we don't like that shit, man. We are a sensitive community to hamstrings. So no thanks, man. Keenan and DJ Moore are rising now because of this fall. He was drafted 9th overall, like I said, dude, top 10 pick, the 3rd wide receiver overall, and is compared to Davante Adams. And what I like about Rome Odunze, he was hanging out with Caleb Williams before everybody else was. All right, everybody, that is the show. Now you are up to date on what is happening in mock drafts, man, with some of your favorite players and where they going. So if you like the show, please let me know down below. If you want to see some more of this kind of stuff, trends and things like that. Otherwise, I'll be doing deep dives and wide receivers versus running backs and shit like that. And hey, man, hopefully I earned a thumbs up. Hopefully I earned a subscription. We need subscribers. We need them. I love them. I love you. I appreciate you. This is Tyler, Big Turd Ward, and this is the Fantasy Red Zone.